Hey there, if you're up early enough to watch us, chances are you work some crazy hours.
Yeah, we know a little something about crazy hours here. An odd sleep schedule can definitely mean odd eating habits, and then that makes you gain weight.
So we have weight loss specialist Shane Allen from personaltrainerfood.com in the studio to answer some questions about how to stay healthy when you work all night. Shane, first of all, thanks for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Earlier than you normally get up, right?
I don't mind it. I like it, actually. I used to do this for a while.
Yeah.
So it's kind of back to my old...
Back into it?
All right, so give us some tips here. We're trying to stay fit. We work crazy hours in this business, and a lot of businesses, people out there, they work crazy hours. How do they still stay fit, stay healthy?
Well, here's the thing. Everyone handles shift work differently. Some people are nappers, some people sleep all day, but the main thing is your food. That's 90% of the battle. So what I always used to do is eat when you wake up. That's the most important thing. You really need to start your metabolism early in the day and plan all of your meals, stick to that predetermined eating schedule, and stay consistent. Eat or snack every 3 to 4 hours during the day. Make sure you're scheduling that and stick to it. And be careful too, this is a big one, don't confuse being tired with being hungry.
That's a big one.
They can actually feel the same way, and there's been many times when I was doing shift work when I thought, okay, am I really hungry? Or is it just nappy time?
Right. Is it boredom? Or are you just sitting there and you're like, what am I need something? Is it this cheeseburger that I need? Or is it something else?
Sometimes you just need some water.
Yes.
Too.
That's
so
very true.
any foods that you should try to avoid if you have a weird schedule.
Yeah, I was always trying to, like, Mickey D's and Wendy's. I was trying to avoid, but I would do it anyways. What do you need to avoid completely?
Well, that's the thing. Try to cook all of your meals, because generally, when you're doing shift work, it's early. Generally, when you're doing shift work, the only thing that's available to you is fast food for a quick bite. So try and plan all of your meals and eat foods that are high in vitamin D. It's not the most popular thing to cook around the office, but fish is actually really high in vitamin D, as well as mushrooms, cheese, and egg yolks. And also try to avoid starchy carbs at least 5 hours before you go to bed. You don't want your body trying to process all that starchy, carby stuff, because then it just ends up being fat, and you're building fat while you're sleeping, and no one wants to do that.
It's because there's like the general rule, don't eat after 8 p.m. If you go to work at 8 p.m.,
it changes everything.
Right? So you have to count the hours before you actually lay down.
Exactly.
What about caffeine? A lot of times if we're awake at 1 in the morning, a lot of people need to chug that coffee. Is there too much caffeine? What's the limit there?
There's actually not too much caffeine per se. I could have about 10 cups of coffee a day. Brooke, I doubt you could have 10 cups of coffee a day.
I'd try if you want me to.
It's a challenge. That's a good effort,
No, but you know your own body. If you start to feel anxious or jittery or weird, you've had too much coffee. So just know yourself and pace yourself throughout the day. Now, definitely don't have coffee about 4 to 6 hours before you go to bed. That's generally the half-life of caffeine. You don't want to stay up all night or day, depending on when you're sleeping on shift work. So try to back your coffee off 4 to 6 hours before you go to bed. Really interesting headline about coffee this week. 2 to 4 cups of coffee a day can actually reduce your risk of dying from numerous diseases like melanoma, diabetes, Alzheimer's. So
you're busy with this?
Drink up. This is chai tea.
Okay, you can keep
chai
that. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here, Shane Allen. Where can we go to get more information about you?
More information online at personaltrainerfood.com.
Thanks a lot. All right, still to come on Eye Opener. We're talking about who's ditching Donald Trump.
Donald.